Pitspitters.com, your instant source for everything Northwoods League baseball.
And it'll be Scott Grant, the new pitcher in for Traverse City, 6'2", out of West Bloomfield, Michigan, and Albion College. A right-hander making his 4th appearance of the season. He'll replace the starter Will Buraconic.
Line on Buraconic, 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, did not strike out anybody for Kokomo. Jackrabbits have been putting the ball in play today and making Traverse City make some tough plays. For the most part, they have made them, but the difference has been, honestly, Jeff Timko. That big triple in the 3rd inning is really the difference than Jack Krause added an RBI to score Timko.
They'll be the first 2 men up here in the 5th. They'll be followed by Austin Elder. First pitch left side, rolled right to Morrow at short, or third base, excuse me. An easy play, a low throw that's picked by Arnold. Second time that Timko was grounded out to Morrow at third. This one a lot less speed on it than the first one that Timko sent Morrow's way.
A lot of first pitches swung on by Kokomo today. They're trying to get out in front. More of an aggressive approach than yesterday when Evan Gates just sliced right through him for Traverse City. Perhaps that was the message coming into today. Just swing, see what happens. Try and get out ahead of the pitcher.
Jack Krause, the first baseman, watches an off-speed pitch drop in for strike 1 with 1 out here in the 5th.
There was a lot taken off on that changeup. My goodness.
Grant averaging an inning per outing in his first 3 this year. A 6.00 ERA, 2 runs, both earned, a strikeout and a walk in those 3 outings this year so far for Grant. Third one low, now 2-1 on a fastball. Krause's RBI ground out, like Jack mentioned, brought home the 3rd run for Kokomo in the 3rd. They lead 3-1 here, just underway in the 5th. And now it's 3-1 to Krause as another one from Grant finds the turf. Game 1 of the doubleheader, game 2 coming up at 7:05. The 3-1 to Krause. Hard hit to the gap in left center field. Going after it's Wilson. He's not going to be able to get to it because it lands on the top of the fence and rolls back towards center field. Krause is in there standing up with a 1-out double as Krause absolutely torched one to left center field. Good backup by the left fielder Bjork, and that keeps Krause just at second base.
Krause cracked that baby. My goodness, did he hit it hard. You could tell just based on the sound of the bat that that ball was going to go a long way. The question just, was it going to be out? And he missed sending it out for the first Kokomo home run of the season by a couple of feet.
We saw a game with the Independent League's Milwaukee Milkmen earlier this season where the ball landed in between the top of the wall and the netting, the netting and the extra fence that extends out to the top, which is topped with a yellow protective beam. We saw one land in that very small little patch of concrete, and they called it a home run. This one lands on the top of the wall and comes back into the field of play. Elder nubs one to the left side. Morrow, the third baseman, across to first. That'll keep Krause at second on a slow roller up the third base line, out number 2.
Morrow's had a lot of action today at third base. Some hard hit balls, some very softly hit balls. But Kokomo is pulling a lot today from the right side. But Andrew Morrow has been pretty much perfect.
Two outs and a runner at second for the DH, Ethan Gallagher, who tries to get going here today. 0 for 2 so far, 0 for 4 last night. 3-1 Kokomo lead in the bottom of the 5th as they try to even the season series with Traverse City. Curveball up and in, ball 1. Traverse City, along with Kokomo, the 2 new teams to the Northwoods League. Traverse City in their inaugural season as a franchise. The 1-0. Gallagher sends this one high and hard to right. Head backpedals and makes the catch for the 3rd out. A 1-out double will leave Kraus stranded at second base. We're through 5 here from Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Jackrabbits 3, Pitspitters 1. Up next for the visitors out of Michigan, it'll be Camilletti, Slayton, and Morrow. This is the Northwoods League Baseball Network.
Call the heart of down.
Chase Kang leading it off for Kokomo here in the bottom of the 6th. They'll be followed by Clark and DeHanis. But a big last 2 batters faced there by Callahan at the top of the 6th. A looking strikeout and the 6-4-3 DP. Keeps the tying runners off the board for Traverse City as they put 2 on with nobody out. And the second full inning of work here for Scott Grant starts with the ball to Kang. Chase 1 for 2 today, pulls this one foul to the right. A ball and a strike to Kang out of Deer Park, Texas, and the University of Texas, San Antonio. 1 for 4 last night at the plate, 1 for 2 here so far today in game 1 of our doubleheader. Third one from Grant, pulled to the right side, a high bouncer, foul, just by a whisker. 1-2.
So based on Chase Kang's line the entire year with no games with multiple hits, he should not get a hit the rest of the game. But, as we all hope, he will get a hit in the final 4 innings.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. Kokomo on top 3-1, with 3 coming in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-2 from Grant. Kang snagged on a hop by Slayton. The shortstop as he shaded to his left, 1 out. That one just hung up in the air there forever.
Hit that one to a similar spot as his single in the 2nd, but not as much air on that. Also a tad softer, and that Slayton was playing far enough towards 2nd where he was able to get behind it early enough and size it up.
And out for Denzel Clark, who tries to extend his on-base streak to 10 games. Grant to the windup, the righty comes home. Off-speed curveball in there, dropping down low for a strike. A ground out to 2nd and a pop out to 2nd, the 2 times that Clark has been to the plate today. Fastball right at the knees, down the middle. Clark nods in agreement for strike 2.
When Grant throws his changeup and follows with a fastball, that fastball looks a whole lot faster.
Here's the 0-2. Clark scoots out of the way, ball 1.
It really makes the heater look about 3 to 4 miles an hour faster if you follow it, or if it follows a changeup.
The 1-2. Checking his swing, and it's going to say that it hit Clark either on the hands or the shoulder. And they say down, Aaron Carver said, the first base umpire says he didn't go around. And so the ball hits Clark, and he jogs down to first. On-base streak now to 10.
Yeah, that was close. Clark was very, very close to going around, and I heard something. I wasn't sure if it foul-tipped the bat or got him on the arm, and Grady Smith says it got him on the body. So fortunate break there for Denzel Clark and Kokomo, and his on-base streak is extended to 10 games.
Here's DeHanis, 2 for 2 today out of the 9 spot. Grant out of the stretch. The righty comes home. DeHanis will ground it right to Smith at 2nd. Flips. They try to turn 2-1 low, and picking it is the outstretched Jake Arnold. And after Kokomo turned 2 to end the 6th, Traverse City spins a 4-6-3 double play, and that ends the bottom half of the 6th inning. Still a 3-1 Kokomo lead as we head to the 7th. Wilson, Andrews, and Arnold, the ones coming up for Traverse City. Jack Kaiser's got it for the rest of the way. This is the Northwoods League Baseball Network.